What's going on, gamers? Welcome to the 5th volume of Reddit Shorts. I hope you enjoy it. What was ruined by rich people? Concerts. You can't even buy a beer at one for what a general admission ticket used to cost, and people still pay for it. I don't know what you're talking about. I love paying $20 for a beer. Theme parks? Gone are the days when everyone was equal and you all had to queue regardless of your income. Maybe controversial opinion, I don't know. I think fast passes are a good thing. Collecting. In the past few years, the price of little collectibles and things of that sort have gone insanely high. I mean, that's what happens with collectibles though. The longer you keep them and the more sought after they are, the higher the price is. The standard of living for everyone else. What is the food you could eat every day and not get bored of? Bread. Plain buttered bread. Oh, I said that as a meme. Someone legitimately wrote freshly baked bread with butter. Pizza every day, everywhere, every way. By the end of it, you'd feel like shit from all the cheese you've got. Sandwiches? Yeah, I can agree with that. Sushi. That's a good one, actually, because it's actually like somewhat healthy, and you also have a good variety to pick from. Burgers. There's so many variations that it could easily switch between tastes and live a happy, beautiful, and obese life. There's not enough variations that you'll be happy forever. Eggs? This person is a psychopath. What is a popular show you hate? I feel like the talent shows that are all forced feel-good stories masked with mediocre acts. Any one of the 100 singing shows. Oh, is this all gonna just be singing shows? 13 Reasons Why. Every character is a moron. The show is also extremely boring. I have not watched it because I don't know how I would go watching it. I feel like it would be extremely depressing. Riverdale is a disgrace to television. I actually wanted to start that. The View? Yeah, but they yell at each other, and that's funny. Young Sheldon is painfully bad. Yeah, but is that popular, or is that just on TV? What is the uncoolest brand you can think of? Bing. Tap Out or whatever that MMA crap is. I just think of that shit like t-shirt brand. Is that the same one? Herbalife? I've never heard of them before. I have no idea what that is. Meta. Yeah, that's true. You can't have Zuckerberg and then try and be a cool brand. It just doesn't work anymore. Nestle. Oh my god, they cannot catch a break. This multi-million-dollar company cannot catch a break from all of the mistakes that they've made. You're driving at 155 miles per hour. What song is playing? Kickstart My Heart is a hard song not to drive fast to. Yeah. Running in the 90s? Oh, jeez. Gas, gas, gas. Yeah, that as well. You should try hill running in that. Danger Zone? Anything like slightly risky, you put on Danger Zone and it makes it so much better. Mario Invincibility Star Music. Mick Gordon Rip and Tear. That made its way into my gym rotation. That's good. Sandstorm. Tokyo Drift soundtrack. Just the theme. Just the theme song's all you need. What cuisine do you find highly overrated? High-end cupcakes? I've never once thought to myself, let's buy a nice cupcake. Do all these people understand that a cupcake is baked product and not a cuisine? Oh damn, I didn't even think of that. Gold flaked cuisine? That's just stupid. That just seems like a waste of money to me. I can't imagine it tasting that much better. Anything that's depicted in commercials that has people rolling their eyes as they eat it? That happens. I've done that twice in my life, and it's actually the best in the world. Any classic disc that gets deconstructed, just keep it as it is. I ordered the one thing altogether, make me that. What is the most overrated movie ever? This was made because of Avatar, wasn't it? Any Fast and Furious, not Tokyo Drift. But even then, I feel like that has fallen off. I know it's going to upset some people, but Zack Snyder's Justice League, it was definitely better than the theatrical version, but it was still garbage. The bad movie is still in there. There's just an extra 2.5 hours of movie as well. The Notebook, there I said it. Phew, I've been holding that in so long. Feels good to finally let it go. Actually log off. Actually go outside. Romanians of Reddit. How is Jerry's Pizza? Zero marketing budget, yet internationally famous. In all seriousness, I've had it and it's good. They've got this one with different olives on it and it's incredible. Ate it twice in 2 days. World famous. 100% world famous now. Box is so easy to recycle, it's criminal not to. I'd give up my Bugatti for it. It used to be delicious, but the taste is not there anymore. This is just making me want to order pizza. What fact are you just tired of explaining to people? Nothing's wrong, it's just my face. I'm a male and a nurse. No, I don't want to be a doctor. No, I'm not going to school to be a doctor. No, I don't feel like less of a man because I'm a nurse and not a doctor. Say what you will about Doctor Who. I think that put me in my ways because I read through that. I'm like, yeah, Rory was a nurse, it's fine. Everything is made of chemicals. Not everything natural is good and not everything man-made is bad. But we are short-staffed and you're just gonna have to wait. I'm a programmer. I write programs. I don't know why your computer won't turn on. Just write a program to turn it on. It's not that hard. Just won $250 million and it's been deposited in your bank account. What are you gonna do today? Reread that Reddit post about winning the lottery? If you win that money today, you can go back and watch that short that I did on that post. Sleep? Yeah, put your feet up. Just not show up to work, just hang out at home, I reckon. Pay off all my debt, go to a nice restaurant and have a nice meal. That's true. Check my balance about 100 times. Disappear. That would be sick. It would be very interesting to see if you could. Quit my job. That should be the one for everyone. Quit your job, you don't need it. What do we need to stop teaching the children? That play ends when you reach adulthood. Play is important even when you're grown up. People say that, but then they also grow up and play with their kids. You can get what you want if you're nice. It teaches children how to be manipulative and dishonest. But also, be nice. You're not gonna get what you want by being an asshole to somebody. That failure is something to be ashamed of and avoid at all costs. We all fail sometimes, we need to accept that. That you need talent to be good at something. If that was the case, I would not be having Minecraft playing in the background right now. You are perfect. No, you are not. It's important to know your weaknesses and focus on your strength. As Tony Robbins would say, if you're not growing, you're dying. What celebrity looks like they smell bad? I've been in the same room with Cara Delevingne, BO, and cigarettes. Russell Brand looks like he stinks, but I can vouch the man smells incredible. 100% he smells great. Harvey Weinstein, but he actually smells really bad according to reports, like rotten flesh. Ugh. Jared Leto looks like he uses his own sweat as cologne. No, Jared Leto looks like he smells good and he constantly tries to get women to smell his aftershave. Shane Dawson, he says he pisses in bottles. Since when does Shane Dawson say that? Christ, what happened to that man? What celebrity can you simply not stand even if everyone else likes them? Anne Hathaway? She's objectively unattractive and a terrible actress. I don't know if that's the case. I liked her in Batman. Keanu Reeves? Keanu Reeves just seems like a good guy. Greta Thunberg? If you have to start your argument with the fact she's on the spectrum is irrelevant, then I don't think you're gonna have a good argument. DiCaprio? He's really not a good actor, but he's in good films. Stephen Colbert? He's not funny, he's never been funny, he'll never be funny. Yeah, that's fair enough, he's not funny. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Oh, good. Here's a paragraph from a royalist. What company would you like to see go bankrupt? Ticketmaster. Yes! Me money back on my Blink-182 tickets. I don't know how much the booking fee was, but it's too much. The Church of Scientology. Payday loan companies. How does anybody sleep at night taking advantage of desperate people in such an insidious fashion? That is fair. Never get a payday loan. Nestle. Nestle always copping it. Airbnb. A nice bankruptcy to bring their astronomical fees back down to within reason. I've never looked at an Airbnb thing and thought that it was too expensive for what it was. Anything Kardashian or Jenner owned, man, you're so brave. What food do you think is overrated? I kinda hate huge burgers that you can't eat without everything falling on you or the plate. Like, it's not a burger if you have to eat it with a knife and fork. Yeah, they're like burgers that it's too tall for you to actually take a bite out of. Those suck. Gold flaking is kind of dumb. Lobster. Maybe it's because I live where most of them come from, but people freak out about them. They aren't bad, but what makes them desirable is the price, not the taste. Fondue. Looks very nice if done correctly, tastes horrible. Yeah, no, it's chocolate. What's your problem? Overly complicated sushi rolls. Yeah, just get me teriyaki chicken, I'll be a happy boy. People who like Andrew Tate, why? Ask my coworker, who I have a work-friendly relationship with, why he supported Andrew Tate. Okay, so let's break the points down. One, he has shared values with Tate. He likes people who liberals seem to hate because he feels personally wronged by liberal policies and people. That's fine. That's just being a conservative. He enjoys the lifestyle that Tate pushes online and wants to eventually live the same way. So he just wants to be rich. Basically is what he's saying. He wants to be rich. He only likes Tate for specific things and never once looked further from what he wanted to hear. Andrew Tate is giving him confirmation bias. And 5, thinks that Tate being silenced is a violation of his rights to free speech. This is the crazy thing that people keep forgetting. When you get banned off of Twitter and all of that, you're being banned from a private company's platform. If it was a government-owned thing, completely different. If it's a company, it's the same as being banned from a restaurant. It's a company saying you can't come in here anymore. What's your most unpopular music opinion? Bad music can still be fun to listen to. 100% I agree with that. As a black man, I'm tired of other people calling anything other than rap/hip-hop gospel music white people music. I love polka and don't care who knows it. Yeah, like that one bridge in System of a Down song. Lo-fi hip-hop is the new elevator music. Artist names are getting ridiculous. They're starting to look like AOL usernames. It is turning into that because the people getting popular are people from the internet now. They do have usernames rather than like artist names, basically. Artists can change genres, and you know what? It's cool when they do it. What YouTube channel that puts out 20+ minute videos is actually worth watching? Cine. Man, who wrote that? That's so nice of them. That's so nice. Let me know. He doesn't upload but like once a year, sometimes twice, but his content is well done. He has some incredible videos, that guy. Defunct Land, I've heard that that is great as well. JCS. Who doesn't love a little bit of JCS? Wendigoon? Wendigoon's sick. I love Wendigoon. He's just a wacky kind of guy. I love Drew Gooden. He's an ex-Viner, but he does comedic commentary videos. He is actually great. A lot of the times when I do commentary videos, if I'm struggling on how I should talk about a topic, I'll be like, what's kind of one of the ways that he would do it? Who is the most overrated singer? J-Lo? Jennifer Lo- Wow, the top 2 are J-Lo. Jeez, okay. Either way, let's just hope J-Lo doesn't... There is so much J-Lo hate. What is going on? Drake. I've never listened to a Drake song and be like, oh, damn, I gotta listen to this again. MGK, oh my God. He did that cover of Misery Business and... oh, that was terrible. Charlie D'Amelio? I don't know how to spell her goofy name. I don't think she's a singer. Yeah, no, she doesn't sing, she dances. This is what I mean. This is what should be about everyone that like just goes on a rant about TikTok. They'll just be like, I blindly hate TikTokers. Let me just say that they're bad everywhere. Which celebrity do you think is most likely to have a huge framed picture of themselves in their living room? Mariah Carey? But only on the album cover of that Christmas album she did. Charlie Sheen, and he probably gets into regular fist fights with it. I reckon Charlie Sheen gives fist bumps to it. Gene Simmons, another one who also has multiple. Jared Leto? Jared Leto would have a shrine to himself, I feel like. I don't know, but Jeff Goldblum is the celebrity that I would judge the least for having one, because of course he would, and it would be awesome. Tom Cruise, and I mean like every room. Paris Hilton, she does in fact have this. Jack Black, but ironically. You can make something 1% bigger. What do you do? The bag that came with my tent. The diameter of the Pringles can? Yeah, you don't want to keep getting your hand stuck in there. Everyone's intelligence. You reckon that would be noticeable though? The keys of anyone who annoys or antagonizes me. The 1000th root of my IQ just to see what it's like to be insanely smart. You'd be like Rick from Rick and Morty. Hi, just to see what happens. The world will collapse. The chances of $1 million spawning under my bed. Reddit mod's chance of getting laid. What's the worst pizza topping? Kiwi. People really do it. Why would you put kiwi on a pizza? Mayonnaise. They put mayo on everything in Japan. Why would you ever think to put mayo on a pizza? Watermelon, hands down. Do you know what this pizza could use? Some water. I saw baked beans once. Actually, the most fitting out of all of these. Chocolate. You ever had a dessert pizza before? They're pretty good. Lettuce. Lettuce never made sense to me or what taco pizza was. Why? Why would you do that? Oh. What's a company's secret you can share now that you don't work there? Olive Garden breadsticks are just Fran's brand breadsticks, garlic salt, and butter. I have heard that they're the best things on earth. Maybe I need to make it. At a local deli I worked at, everyone raved about how good their mac and cheese is. It's literally just Stouffer's. We didn't even add anything to it. I worked in a comic book store that offered a service where you paid a small premium to have sent in rare comics to have them graded at CGC. We found out he was taking customers' graded copies and selling them online. Oh no. If you were on live chat with customer care, I could see what you were typing before pressing send. What quietly went away without anyone noticing? Acid rain? That was an actual thing? When you turn off the TV, how the image would shrink to a dot before slowly fading away. Flash mobs, and thank God they did. Picture-in-picture TVs? They still exist though, I'm pretty sure. Roffle dropped off the face of the planet and now we just go straight from lol to lamau. Yeah, we need that medium-sized laugh reaction. McDonald's all-day breakfast menu? Movie trailers with that deep voice guy doing the voiceovers. In a world where I no longer get paid. The word cyberspace. Face-eating bath salt people. What's the most boring sport to watch? Little League T-ball when your kid isn't up. I feel like going to watch somebody play sport and then they're not playing is the worst experience of your life. Rowing. I've been rowing competitively for years and I understand the nuances, yet it's still the dullest thing in the world. I saw a drone racing on ESP the other day and I was like, what the hell am I watching? They're trying to be BattleBots so hard. Esports when you don't play the game they play. I mean, in everything you can kind of pick up what they're doing. And esports during the Olympics, because of the horrible coverage and constant commercials. You're telling me the luge is a boring sport? What does no one look good wearing? A shirt that says female body inspector. Real shit, kind of mad. Fedora with safari flaps, even if the guy at the store says you're the only guy he's ever seen pull it off. Remember when fedoras used to be like a status symbol? Like in the 20s, like literally 100 years ago? Those Walmart t-shirts with gangster Looney Tunes characters like Taz with a Rolex rolling dice and flashing cash? That's actually sick though. I would wear the shit out of that shirt. Those shirts that say, I oil my AR-15 with liberal tears. That's sick. What famous person essentially canceled themselves because they couldn't stop being stupid? That cosplay Tony Stark dude who bought Twitter for 44 billion. Haha, Reddit gold now please, give me Reddit gold. Ezra Miller, oh my god. He honestly could have ended up being like the Tom Holland of the DCU and he's just completely f***ed it. Kanye, oh yeah, he just kept digging his grave, didn't he? Andy Dick, hopefully it sticks this time. Watch that Turkey Tom video about Andy Dick, it's ridiculous. Charlie Sheen, I think at that point it was almost $2 million an episode, so he was getting like $50 million a year. What product is marketed pretty much exclusively to stupid people? Those shit rings that break when they absorb bad vibes. I have never heard of that before. 5G blockers. No way they actually exist. Every social media's paid badges. I just don't get it. Why? Just why do we need to pay for a badge? Reddit awards. Someone said it. Someone said it. They were brave enough to say it. Trump NFT trading cards. I want to know how much they are because I'm kind of tempted. What's a trend among Gen Zs you find weird? Documenting themselves committing crimes, then posting them to social media? You don't get it. I did a devious lick. Posting videos where they're just making faces with some text while a song plays that usually has nothing to do with the text. The desire to go viral. Man, it's almost like the celebrities that they look up to aren't movie stars and are social media stars. Who would have guessed that they want to go viral? Saying gaslighting every day with no comprehension of the world. Proper punctuation in text messages being seen as aggressive or rude. I'm not gonna lie, the full stop really actually hit me. What are we currently in the golden age of? We're right smack in the information age, and you're using it to listen to me read out Reddit. Spicy chicken sandwiches and literally nothing else. I want to know more. I want to find these sandwiches. Entertainment. We always have new things coming in and you can find a form of entertainment anywhere. You can get a super niche show made that is exactly right up your alley and it will get greenlit for at least 2 seasons. Women who Photoshop themselves to look like a rotisserie chicken. He either is like 28 and has a fedora or is 13 and is going down the alt-right pipeline. These nuts. What's the best video game ever made? Half-Life was revolutionary when it came out. I had been thinking about playing Half-Life. I'm not entirely sure though. What do you think? In terms of what people can do with it despite its overall simplicity, Minecraft. Portal 2. The story, the gameplay, the music, the visuals, the voice acting are all literally perfection. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. That MMO slaps. Stardew Valley. Peaceful, wish times were simpler, farm sim with a little something for just about everyone. Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005. The Last of Us. I didn't like how it ended. Undertale. Can't wait to play that. Or maybe I've played it already. Who knows? You can also have a look at the channel for that. What was once highly respected that is now a complete joke? McAfee antivirus. Remember when Windows was just like, nah, we got it from here. History Channel, but they do Ancient Aliens. Walking into a workplace to inquire about a job in person. I don't know, you can still do that. People are going to reflexively deny its initial popularity, but Facebook. Food pyramid. That's not accurate anymore? I genuinely didn't know that. What's the worst part of having a child? It's incessant and never stops, you never get a day off. Going from having 2 days per week to relax and do whatever to literally never having a moment free from responsibility. Yeah, that's a really good point. The constant anxiety that you're doing enough to shape them to make good choices, a good life, be a good person, and for them to have the life they deserve. The days drag on, but the years fly by. It sounds like a Top Gun quote. I'm only 9 years in, but so far it's been the sleep deprivation, hands down. When people ask me this, I say, you know those video games where you have to escort a character to a destination without them being attacked? That's parenting. You ever played The Last of Us? Yeah, that's kind of like what being a parent is like. What hobby is an immediate red flag? Collecting alcoholic beverage containers, specifically the same one over and over. Had a buddy who called theirs Beer Mountain. Okay, but that's kind of sick. Collecting nail clippings? What is wrong with you? Go get help. Guy who spends hours each week on IG commenting, liking, and DMing random models they never met. If you're DMing any famous person that you don't know, that's kind of weird. My older brother once said his hobby is smoking. I'm not addicted, it's just a hobby. What movie do you enjoy that you will 100% agree is a bad movie? Street Fighter with Raul Julia as Bison and Kylie Minogue as Cammy. Australian sweetheart Kylie Minogue is in a Street Fighter movie? Flash Gordon was released in 1980 but re-released this year in 4K. Bad, but in the best way. Batman and Robin is certainly a bad movie. I love it so much. It's worth watching for Arnold and his puns alone, but the whole movie is just campy fun. The Super Mario Bros. Live action movie? That is on my list to watch. I do want to watch that. Spice World. Never was into the Spice Girls, but I liked their movie. The Spice Girls had a movie? No way. Sailors of Reddit. What's the most unusual thing you've experienced while at sea? Flying fish timed a wave ride and jumped out of the water through an open hatch directly into the galley. Freeboard was like 7 meters. The chefs themselves. Seeing a purple night sky, being tailed by a Russian sub and nuclear-powered cruiser for a month. You're gonna see a lunar eclipse in the middle of the Atlantic. There's something about just being in the middle of the sea that seems very calming. Terrifying, but calming. Out of a submarine periscope, we saw a full inflated pink unicorn floaty toy. Just imagining the middle of the ocean, that's insane. What old video games still hold up? Roller Coaster Tycoon. I played for a bit and I could not get around it. Age of Empires 2. I feel like that community will never let that game die. Yoshi's Island. Just here to say GTA 5 will be 10 years old this year. Wii Bowling. Oh my god, yes. Portal, Bioshock, Deus Ex, Half-Life 2. Max Payne. There are a few on here that I haven't played that I need to get around to. Minesweeper. That's still pretty good. That's still a good game. What lengths have you gone to keep up a lie? I used to sit in my car for hours a day to act like I went out. I was too scared of my parents to tell them I dropped out of college. I eventually got a job and used that as cover until I had enough to move out. You do hear a lot of stories of people who drop out and then they just go somewhere for the day and come back. I didn't want to go to a neighbor's party, but they could see my car. So I drove to a town 40 minutes away just to have an excuse not to go out. I once sprayed the whole 3-acre yard, home, garage, porch, etc. down with a hose on a July afternoon so my dad would think it rained and I wouldn't get in trouble for not mowing the lawn. That's way more work than just mowing the lawn. What job is definitely overpaid? I have a buddy that worked at Dell and his job was to sit at a computer and press a button to accept and send forward IT service tickets. $100K salary, and he said he spent his day playing games on his phone or watching YouTube, Netflix. That's kind of it though. That's kind of sick. I work nights as a line service tech for a private jet charter company. If we have no flights coming in or going out during my 10-hour shift, I do next to nothing. Social media influencers. How much do you think he was biting his tongue instead of saying TikTok? Hollywood movie stars? They're a really good actor and they can afford to charge that and someone will pay that. That just shows how much they're worth. What is a public figure or artist who has done horrible things but that people continue to follow or listen? Chris Brown. Don't know why people still support him. Does he still exist? Chris Brown has 54 million monthly listeners, never mind. He's 24th most listened to in the world? Jesus. Ezra Miller should probably be in jail. Yeah, but who follows Ezra Miller? We're just waiting for The Flash to come out and then Ezra Miller's gonna disappear into the abyss. Anyone in the Church of Scientology? Have you seen Mission Impossible? They're really good movies. I hear Bill Cosby is planning a comedy tour for next year. No, people will actually go to see that too. Thanks so much for checking out the Reddit shorts. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.